What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. Hope everyone is doing great. Classes in session for the kid. We are going to be learning a little bit, understanding soccer in Europe in 4 simple steps, a guide for Americans or dummies. And, you know, that's how I feel just reading off this damn title on here, but excited to check it out. Shout out to the homie Kevin Maltby. Appreciate you, buddy. We've been reacting to a little bit of football related songs, so you know, we had posed a question in one of them, and he linked this for me, so this is where we're at. So it's simple to digest, hopefully. They better not give me a damn test after it, because I will cheat. I will freaking cheat, guys. So, all right, let's get to it, guys. Hope everyone is doing good. Let's get it.
Welcome to Understanding Soccer in Europe in 4 Simple Steps, a guide for Americans. Although from the outside it may seem complex and confusing, to understand how soccer works in Europe, you really only need to know 4 things. Number 1, each country has its own soccer league. Seasons run from August to May, in which each team plays every other team twice, once at home and once on the road. Games are divided into 2 45-minute halves, and when the game is over, the winner is awarded 3 points, the loser 0, and in the event of a tie, each team gets 1 point. After each team has played all the other teams twice, the team with the most points is crowned champion of the league. They get a big trophy, a parade, and the season is over. There are no playoffs. Sort of. But more on that in a minute. Before the books are closed on the season, there is still one small bit of housekeeping to be done. Number 2, relegation. We'll use the German league as an example. Every year, when the German league has concluded and the champion has been crowned, the 3 teams with the least amount of points are kicked out of the league. This process is known as relegation. The 3 vacant spots are subsequently filled by the top 3 teams from Germany's 2nd division. And unlike, say, baseball in the US, teams in the 2nd and subsequent divisions are not owned by teams in the top division. Imagine if the Pittsburgh Pirates or Oakland Raiders had to fight at the end of each season just to stay in the league. What if...
Holy shit. So, man, you could get kicked out if you pretty much underperform and then you get replaced. Man, that'd keep you on edge to keep performing well. Holy shit. Go back just a little bit here.
Raiders had to fight at the end of each season just to stay in the league. What if instead of coasting to the bottom for better draft picks, they were fighting to the bitter end to avoid the $40 million revenue loss that relegated teams suffer in the first year alone? Not to mention the fact that in England, 9 different teams have gone financially insolvent within 5 years of relegation. Okay, interesting enough, you're thinking. But what about that whole lack of playoffs part? Number 3. Each country also holds an elimination-style tournament, referred to as a cup. But instead of being held after the 9-month league is over, cup games are scheduled in between league games, normally in the middle of the week. One additional perk about the cup system is that teams from all levels, down to semi-professional and even some amateur teams, are invited to play, and if they do well, can progress, and occasionally even knock off a top team. So every year, these midweek elimination games continue until there are only 2 teams left, who play each other in the cup final.
So he wrote 1st division, 2nd division, 3rd division, 4th division. Is that the lowest division? Because he's saying that pretty much all of them can play, but is 4th division the lowest division?
After 90 minutes, a cup champion is crowned, they get a trophy, and a parade. So, between the league and cup games, we get a great picture of who the best and worst teams in each country are. But wait a second, you ask. What would happen if the best teams from each country in Europe all got together and played each other? Good idea. Number 4. The resulting competition is called the UEFA Champions League, and It is without a doubt the single greatest club competition of any sport anywhere in the world, period. Think of the NCAA tournament, but with better quality of play, more than double the fan base, and quadruple the enthusiasm. And yes, Europe even has their own version of the NIT as well. So, through a complex and drawn-out process, teams from all over Europe compete just to qualify for this tournament. And starting each September, the top 32 teams are put into 8 groups of 4. Each team plays the other members of its group 2 times, once at home and once on the road. Come December, the winner and runner-up from each group move on to the knockout round. And this is where club soccer is at its finest. Teams are paired up individually and again play 1 home and 1 away game, with the winner from each pair moving on to the next round until only 2 teams remain. The Champions League final is then held as a single game each year in May. And unless it's the World Cup year, this is the most important soccer game of the year. After 90 minutes, a champion is crowned, the trophy is awarded, parades commence, and all
a lot of parades, goddamn.
All clubs go on break until the madness fires back up again in August. So, to review, number 1, each country has its own league. Number 2, the worst teams are kicked out of the league and replaced by the best teams from the next division down. Number 3, throughout the year, each country also holds a playoff-type tournament called a cup. And number 4, the UEFA Champions League is a tournament involving all of Europe and is the most important competition in all of club soccer.
That's the one that I would want to see. When does the UEFA Cup run? Like, you know, around what time? Because that sounds really interesting right there, that you get the best of the best. You know, just think of like freaking the best martial artists in the world competing to see like who's top dog. I find that's freaking exciting and stuff like that. And we definitely know the enthusiasm is there. We've seen, you know, pics of the crowds and everyone cheering and stuff. I do like this video. It is concise. I do have to watch it on my free time a couple times because regardless, it is a little bit to digest a 3-minute video and learn soccer, you know, football, soccer, whatever in one shot. It's still a lot, but I like the video. A lot of work going down into it. Let's see if he says anything at the end. Nope, nothing else. But freaking good. Great video. Good for, you know, people like me to learn and shit. I got a little bit nervous when I started seeing like this shit. I was like, oh God, they're gonna get some pigrams and shit, some theorems in here. I was like, oh hell no. Next I'm gonna be seeing hieroglyphics. So I got a little bit worried here, but yeah, this part is cool. Each country has its own league. Definitely dope. That relegation thing, that's some scary shit if you're on the whack side of that team thing. But I guess the cool thing could be that, you know, another team gets to shine if they get moved up and bumped up. So that's kind of cool. But again, obviously somebody playing on that team that's like, all right, you're getting kicked out. That sucks. And hearing about the budget thing and the money loss, all that shit, I can only imagine. You know, but yeah, to me, the most interesting thing 100% seems to be this cup here. This alone already has me interested in. So we did learn something a little bit more. Please don't test me on these things, because I will fail miserably under pressure. But this is a good introduction. Are there more things like this that we can check out to kind of, you know, dive into it? You know, I'd like to learn more, you know, at my own pace, though, guys. Yeah, so you know what I mean. Don't give me like a 3-hour video. Small, easy to digest videos. I dig this video. This is a great video. We'll link the original one in here just in case if anybody else wants to see it. But yeah, thoroughly enjoy this, Kevin. Thanks for this one. You know, we're inch our way to learn stuff. You know, we ain't never going to be an expert, but you know, the more we learn, the more that I find it to be interesting. So we'll see you next time. As always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace, guys.